I swear I was over here like, what in the world? I Callie, shout out to you for that song. What in the world? What in the world? I ain't got but a minute. I will be live tonight at 7 o'clock. Well, no, about 8:30. 8:30. Because I gotta get home and get situated. 8:30. We gotta do a live on this, y'all. We got to do a live. We got to do a live on this. What in the world? What in the damn world? What in the world? Good morning, beautiful mods. Good morning, ladies. What in the world was that shit? What in the world was that shit? That boy will fall off a cliff if y'all don't let him squeeze in that family. Y'all give that Negro a whole birth certificate and change his last name to Kelly or something. Do something. Y'all better let that boy in that damn family. That nigga done lost his damn man. That Negro is gone, gone, and gone. What in the world? I don't know how R. Kelly came up with that song, but as they were talking, the Unk and the Bookums, man, I'd have been dropping that song. What in the world? What in the world? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? That nigga went through leaps and bounds to where he done dug back, resurrected the uncle, all that shit to repeat some shit. He even used the word karma. I'm sitting here like, Book, you you don't know that the uncle talking about your ass too. All you gotta do is just read between the lines. He said all you niggas, including him, including him. He even brought up himself. He did. But I was sitting here thinking to myself, Bookum, why did you not run a more interesting interview on what the uncle brought up pertaining to karma? He was saying that R. Kelly got his karma. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. I'm going to timeline that today and we're going to talk about it. What karma could the Unc be talking about? Oh, could he be talking about, according to the paperwork, his lawsuit that he went in on his nephew? I got a question for the Unc, if y'all don't mind. Please type in the chat, y'all don't mind. Say, I don't mind, Pap. I don't mind. Ask your question. To the Unc, my question to the Unc would be, do you think that Mr. Kelly moral process about what's happening to him now pertaining to people either stealing or putting inappropriate or bad judgments against him to have him locked up? Do you think, Unc, that Mr. Kelly might have had those same particular type of feelings standing in Cook County courtroom from an uncle suing him on on you not getting your overtime pay? Now, I brought up the word overtime pay. Seems like, and this ain't no shade to the brothers, Bruce and Kelly, but they also had a similar type of story too, especially Carrie, about being only getting paid $250. Yep, Uncle. My question again. Do you think that Mr. Kelly probably don't have those same upsetting feelings or feeling like niggas was coming at him then when you summoned him to court? Dealing with you being a bass player under the LTD, whatever it is. I'm just asking for a friend, so ain't no need of getting panties all in a bunch. You think that he don't have those same type of feelings about you? Because he made that record. He said, oh, Mr. Kelly made that record. He said, all you fuck niggas. Not that word. He ain't use that word, but that word just sound better. He said, all you fuck niggas. He did. Basically. See, I gotta kind of keep it clean a little bit. I don't give no fuck. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes you got to call the shit like you said. He said, all you fuck niggas was trying to steal from him, from stealing from him. That's what he said. Then I sit up, and I look. Well, I be damned. Somebody done shot me down, Bookham, with Unc's lawsuit, Cook County. It clearly says Unc versus R. Kelly, suing the nephew because he felt that R. Kelly didn't pay him his OT prime time money. We want to hear that interview, Bookham. Bring Unc back on so that he can tell us, because I'm sure in the lawsuit, standing in the court, you would have to make the person that you are suing seem to be nothing but dirt in the eyes to the judge. He's going to have to portray that to win a lawsuit. Meaning that he would stand up there and probably say, yeah, this nothing, no ass fucking nigga, and he owed me this fucking money, and I want to hear that. I want to hear that part. I do. Boy, where is the transcript queen out here? Pull the goddamn, I ain't pulling it because I'm broke. Pull the goddamn transcript so we can read what happened and the words that was used pertaining the court case against the uncle and a nephew, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. This shit is crazy. Now, Booker, all that shit you did to Bruce Kelly, I have a question for you. One, where in the fuck is it gonna get you? Two, that man clearly says he don't give a fuck about what the fuck you saying. Three, you still ain't friend R. Kelly. You know what you did, Booker. You use a water mouth ass nigga. Use a straight up water mouth. You can turn the faucet to the off position and the shit still gonna drip. You just a loose mouth ass nigga. You wants to be all in the family. Oh Archie ass nigga. You gotta be all in the fucking family. Carrie done some things. Carrie said some things. Bruce might have done some things. Bruce might have said some things. You said that, oh my God, these people, these are the only four people that knew the combo access to Mr. Kelly's storage, right? Azrael, Bruce, Don, and Keith. That's who you said. Now, this is what behooves me. Y'all can say, what behooves you, Paps? Why the fuck that the godson didn't get access? Nigga, that's what you ought to be mad about, nigga. Why in the fuck would you being you being knowing of that your ass won't stand in front and center outside that fucking gate or whatever it was to protect Mr. Kelly's fucking assets? You are nothing, and I did that on purpose, nigga. You are nothing, nothing. When you heard Mr. Kelly was getting arrested, the feds was there before you at that fucking storage. So was allegedly out of his mouth. What was that? What's the attorney name? Greenberg. Now, unless Mr. Kelly got about 50 goddamn storages out here, Azrael also been to that storage, but you made your conversation, your content, and to dominate on Bruce, Don, Azrael, and Keith, right? Azrael should have been the dominancy of your fucking death by nature ass shit about a goddamn storage. Uh, Don't you want to beat Azrael up? Azrael said shit, the shit was in the boxes, in the back. It's hundreds of them. Azrael allegedly, I guess, she said, oh, I can show y'all. So you got multiple people that done been allegedly around, up in, and through his goddamn storage. But guess who went out front bodyguarding and protecting Mr. Kelly shit? Well, let me scratch my head. That would be you, nigga. That would be you. You were somewhere off broadcasting in your skirt on my radio, some motherfucker. When you were on your live trying to raise about what was it, 3,000, 4,000 for their next episode. So you were too busy. You were busy. You got all this motherfucking mouth, and there is nothing on record showing where you were anywhere protecting none of Mr. Kelly's assets and interests of his momentums. Nowhere. Fuck with you. You said that you would die for that nigga. And you still alive. Had your ass been standing up front outside that gate, either you or Don should be dead, nigga. Because Don has assets. You or Keith should be dead, nigga. You or Azarel should be dead. You or Bruce should be dead. Them niggas managed, according to you, to get up in a goddamn storage. Because you wasn't there doing your job, your family job, kinfolk, protecting your guy, your daddy, your mentee, your mentee. So you go on to say that um, June Barrett and Don Russell only went to Bruce to get the access of the storage to steal Mr. Kelly's royalties or whatever. Now, you know good goddamn well, with that whole lawsuit out, and no shade to you, Unc, whoever you are, you said that you should have been the one to receive Mr. Kelly's thing. Unc, you said that you was going to get at them niggas, but they was too scared. But then I'm hearing somebody who's got a whole fucking history of health fucking conditions. No shade to you. Now I just got a question, Unc. How the fuck were you gonna pull up? I mean, I literally saw you on the news. Unless you was gonna back cane their ass, you gonna whack them all with the goddamn cane, cause the streets used to be your damn life. But right now, talking that shit, street shit, all behind the scenes on the camera. You, Unc, come on now, you know you ain't about to bust a grape, cause they could blow the wind. The wind can blow, and I mean, no shade to you. You gonna fall. You gonna fall. Don Russell. I'm looking at how big and stability he is. He been about to knock your ass out. And Bruce, Bruce seems to still be in a little bit of shape. He just coming out of jail, so he probably been working out a little bit. I think your nephew Bruce might knock your ass out too. That's just my damn opinion. That's just my opinion. But you said that you should have been the one to receive Mr. Kelly's momentums or royalties or whatever it was up in there. But then you come back and put an analogy out on how that's Mr. Kelly's karma for not using you or whatever the case may be when some jewelry got stolen. I, Unc, I don't know where you from. Listen, I don't know. I'm thinking you in the 60 eras, maybe the early 50s, late 50s. I don't know. But you make it make sense amongst all these niggeros on these channels out here where anybody who done sued me per se, just per se, me, but not me. I'm just saying, literal, unliteral. You want me to put you in charge of receiving my things after you done brought me in a Cook County jurisdiction courtroom to sue the fuck out of me. You supposed to get it. Where they do that shit at? Where they do that shit at? If you think this is where you get to use that is blood thicker than water. Cause right now, water is thicker than blood in this scenario. Are you out your goddamn picking back? Are you out your I know you sued me for millions, but listen here, I'm gonna need you to come on down and grab my shit. See, if you sued him and you did not acquire or obtain everything that you wanted in that lawsuit, meaning that let's say you might have lost it, right? Putting you in that storage would have absolutely gave you a motherfucking win. Nigga, please. You guys, R. Kelly ain't as stupid as most people may think he is. If he was, Bookham would have had access. Bookham would have goddamn it been front line of the fucking security. Bookham would have been pretty much a right hand motherfucking man, but he wasn't. But he was woo child in the chat, y'all. Woo child in the chat. Cause I only got 10 more minutes. I could run this fucking live here for about 2.5 fucking hours, but I gotta go make it do what it fucking do. I gotta go make it do what it do. But I was listening to this shit. Well, who that for? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck was that live for, Booker? Stuck on stupids? Is that what you think that is literally out here? Listen to that. All of that defamation behind the scene of what you did to Bruce was foul to the 10th fucking power. Bruce didn't post none of your fucking mug shots or eating booty shots or none of that shit. He ain't do none of that. Bruce didn't even come on Sylvia's live talking about nothing of your past, nothing about your child support, nothing about your repossession of the fucking car that you owe. So he ain't do none of that shit. You a low level asshole in the bucket ass nigga. And that's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact on my mama. You's a know nothing ass nigga. You couldn't even fight that nigga. Well, sorry, Bruce, but you is a nigga. We all niggas. But you couldn't even fight Bruce back. You had to literally run alive on some fucking hypocrisy because your fucking feelings are hurt. He don't want to fight you. Bruce ain't trying to pull up on you. You the one trying to nuck and buck. For what? You should have got your ass a fucking career in the fucking boxing ring because there's some aggression about you that you need motherfucking EAP on and some psychological fucking some shit implanted in your fucking head. You need to have what's that damn wine at church? Communion every fucking Sunday. Every time you go in there, you need to eat a piece of that damn toast and drink you a gallon of that damn wine and hope that it's some type of goddamn spirit that'll come through your ass to straighten your ass out. And if that don't work, that tell the pastor to get you a gallon of fucking gin or some shit. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But that was some weird that was some weird shit you did, man. That was weird. And the unk, you know it was weird. Those are allegedly your nephews, right? If you're the uncle, Kelly, Bruce, and Carrie is blood. And you upset about some things that he may have said or he may have done to say book them that June Barrett or whatever went and got Bruce. You done told a whole different story from how Bruce told it, right? And Bruce is the one that's involved in the story. I don't know where a nigga can come across thinking that they can control another person's narrative that done been through the shit. Make that shit make sense. That they only went and got Bruce out of there. You do know that Sharon also has a little part, Winbush, of the releasing a Bruce story too, right? All y'all got fucking different ass fucking stories. Now he only got out because they went and got access from Bruce to get into the storage. Well, that's your motherfucking fault. Cause you the one out here saying that you gonna go 10 toes deep for your nigga, for your mentee, for your daddy. When Mr. Kelly got arrested, there, and them feds pulled up, your ass should have been dropping your panties, putting on your motherfucking race shoes and your cowbell and getting your ass to Chicago to do what the fuck you needed to do to represent or to protect him or protect his fucking items. You didn't do that. When Azarel and Joy was up in that fucking house, since you know so much, what? Nigga, you didn't get the memo that they was finna, Azarel was finna set this fucking fight up? Why you wasn't up there? Why wasn't you up there? I guess your time was just way too fucking valuable with putting on your skirt and your juju beads to be down there to be the top dog fucking security for R. Kelly, but you got so much fucking mouth. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. You can't run a fucking train, fucking caboose, all that shit, and then trying to hold a fucking position to the left and the right of R. Kelly, and all this shit didn't happen. Where they do that shit at? Should none of this shit be of existence with somebody like you, right? Nah, this shit shouldn't be happening. You were too busy trying to put a fan group together with your straddling ass. You want to be the fan president, and then you want to be all in the fucking family. Pick your fucking struggle. You can't straddle the fucking fence like that. You're not capable of doing two motherfucking jobs at one motherfucking time. You gonna keep on calling me stupid? See, this is light right here coming from a female, a woman. This is light right here. But you gonna keep calling me stupid, and I'm gonna keep on letting loose the fucking goose on your ass every time. See, the avoidance to papoose is what you should do. You should do that. I ain't nobody. I ain't no motherfucking body. I'm just a whole goddamn bitch out here with a word on the fucking curb about the truth. And I speak the truth, and so help me God. It may not come out the way most people like it or can fucking interpret it. I don't give a fuck. But I know what my eyes sees and I know what my ears hear. And common sense is impeccable. Trust and believe that. And the shit that I seen on that live of what you did to that damn man, Bruce Kelly, was abundantly stupid. Stupid. At the end of the day, like what Bruce said, at the end of the day, that man clearly said, that's his brother. That's his blood brother. Same things applies to Carrie Kelly. Somewhere you wanted to squeeze your ass through the smallest fucking crack that you can find, busting it open to get in between that. But everybody else should be quiet when that man, the uncle, clearly just told you in your fucking ear, you don't know the fucking half of it. And you agree with him. No, you don't know the half of it. You wants to hear the half of it, of what you don't know, so that you can create, because you a creativity ass nigga. Your whole fucking shebang bang, boufale ass fucking stories as fucking comeback on people, like you just did with Bruce. You want to put all this man past history out about his substance or jail or this or that. You know what? Let's do some equivalency. Equivalency. Bruce in jail. No rent, no gas bill, no water bill, no none of that. Some may look at it like, ill. But then let's take a real nigga out on the fucking streets, right? on the streets with fucking responsibilities, right? He's sitting up in there. He got free everything. Ain't got no motherfucking worry in the world right now. And sometimes it is what the fuck it is. But you out on the goddamn streets and got all the worries in this fucking world. You worried about your fucking rent, your gas, a car, all that shit. Sometimes, and it's not a good thing, being locked up, but it can sure bring a peace of motherfucking mind to not worry about shit that you have to go through to lose your shit because you're not capable. You're not capable of being a man to take care of your shit in real life. So, you fucked up, boy. You was a fucked up individual. You was a fucked up. Substance abuse comes from some people that somehow just couldn't manage some things in life or was did a trial and fucking error and can't get off of it. You use that against that man to beat down on him. You's a sucker ass nigga. You are a sucker ass nigga. That's crazy. You talked about everything about that man's life, and then you sat there to compare some things about Bruce and Carrie. Who the fuck died and left you the fucking king of the fucking castle? And I'm sick of your scrawny ass sitting over there talking about some you made a community. You run this. People need you. The day anybody on here needs a motherfucker who done been evicted, car repossessed, and all this shit in the courtroom about not paying child support, you got to be out your motherfucking mind. I choose door number C with nothing behind it. I'd rather run with nothing behind a fucking door and use my goddamn self. You don't run shit. You need to stop putting that goddamn shit out in the atmosphere, trying to make your motherfucking triple C titties to a double D. You just boosting them up. Every time you lie, they grow. They just grow, 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 grow. That don't make sense. Good morning, babe. That don't make sense at all. You are exactly what Bruce has said you are, and that, in my opinion, is the groupie, is the slum bomb, because you just portrayed it. You just brought out the character of what he just called you. You couldn't even avoid that. All in the family ass nigga. And if this is something that Mr. Kelly, because, oh, what you say, nigga? Mr. Kelly loves me, didn't love you enough. Because I'm looking at all this shit and I don't see where he appointed you to do anything. Do y'all? Do y'all? Somebody in the chat name me one thing that he was appointed to do other than, oh, you bringing some people down to support me on the mega bus? Okay, bring them on. And your story about this whole Sylvia sent the jazz, and see, that's a deflection. That's a deflection. You're going to ask a question and then tell the story behind it. You never answered the motherfucking question. See, because that's what got, and it could have said, it could have got Mr. Kelly in trouble. Everything that you say could have gotten Mr. Kelly in trouble. And the only thing that Mr. Kelly is in trouble about, or was in trouble about, that he had to face was in those indictment papers. That's it. That's it, and that's all. So the more you keep trying to inject that out in the air, who you looking to grab that shit from? Who are you looking for to grab that shit, to put it in anything to hurt Mr. Kelly right now? Who? Because if there's no need and no substance to it, then what the fuck you keep saying it for? What the fuck you keep mentioning that shit for? Oh, because you wants to make and have a position of who you are. But who you are don't fucking matter. When are you going to understand that? You're not the one incarcerated. You're not the one that was appointed to run R. Kelly books, to book fucking concerts, to sit in the studio to critique or listen to any sound bites that he is working on. That wasn't you. So who the fuck are you? You worried about who the fuck is Sylvia? All of these questions that you have about who Sylvia is, or vice versa, who Sylvia is who are you, vice versa, right? That shit don't matter. You should have did your motherfucking interviews and questionnaires before all of y'all lay in the fucking bed with each other. And that's a fact. That's a goddamn fact. Ain't nobody fault but yours. You know why? Let me answer that. Let me show you when you ask a question, you answer it first before you come with some deflecting bullshit ass story behind it. Here's why. Because you want it again to show this secluded little section of who you can be, what you can be. You want it to be important. Furthermore, you can pull it off by yourself. Mm-mm. Nobody would have noticed you out there pretty much by yourself saying free R. Kelly. So you had to put a group together. It's kind of natural to do so, though. It really, you okay, babe? It's kind of natural to do so, yourself, but you had a purpose, you had a plan, and you played your position. And it's going to get you nowhere. It's going to get you nowhere. I'm running a live. I'm running a panel on this one here because this is crazy. And surprisingly, to keep hearing the position should have, in my opinion, just stayed where it was. He had to say on the news. You spoke it to some people where it went on national media. The real people was there. But running this booth LA thing with Goof Trip over there, straight whack. Whack, 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 and whack. But that's all he uses though, Sibbo. Oh, and then the Sylvia, and she was the one that told the Jasmine where the gym was. Okay, so what? Go to the gym, put on your armor shit, and stand up front outside the fucking door. Furthermore though, Bookham, how the fuck was it gonna hurt Mr. Kelly with you there? You 10 toes deep for the nigga, right? You're the person that was gonna make sure that nothing was gonna be done, right? Right or wrong? Can I get a right or wrong? Which way is it? That could have hurt R. Kelly. How, Sway? You got your big ass down there protecting them. How the fuck is it finna hurt him? So why do you keep saying that? You're the security, right? You're the godson. You're the mentee. You have a position. That don't make what I'm saying though, Bookham, is that don't make no goddamn sense. It could have hurt R. Kelly. How? You're there. How are you going to agree with the unk about fucking up Don Russell when you had air and opera motherfucking tunity down at that gym? Why in the fuck did you not swing on them then? You a whole aftermath, I'ma beat a nigga up. I'ma argue with you on Tuesday. But you wait till I get back 800 miles across in my territory, nigga, then I'ma talk about fucking you up. You had Sean Harris right there, shoulder to shoulder. You didn't swing. You didn't swing. Now you need to ask Unc a question, cause he say he's a street nigga. And when you got beef with a nigga, and they done said all they done said, and you finally right there, toe to toe, in a circle. That first motherfucking swing was supposed to come from you, cause you the one out here sick of this shit. You was supposed to been busting the nigga down. But see, in your world, since you like, to possibly get some money, you want some nigga to start swinging on you, hunting you down, pull up on you, so cause you can get the paperwork in. I'ma sue you, nigga. You knocked my tooth out. Unc would know what gangsters do. He speak on it. He speak on it. You can't be that fucking angry with everybody that you have been toe to toe or have laid in your circle. and you ain't bust a fucking grape, let alone walked on one. You scared, in my opinion, of the squishy sound stepping on a grape, nigga. Oh, what was that? Oh, oh God, that's nasty. Can pass me some tissue? Cause it's on my shoe. Ass nigga. Uncle, you wrong. Uncle, you are wrong. Cause you called in and you did all of that talking, which helps, creates, and paints this picture to a lot of Mr. Kelly supporters that that Negro is somebody. You're wrong. However, I will give you a toot toot from the bike horn. Toot toot for telling that nigga you don't know half of the freaking history. Now, it could be contradiction and it could be hypocrisy, but the people will look at you, Unc, as being full of shit when you taking pig in the blanket and tucking that nigga in. No, no, and no. No, no, and no. You say you solid. Say you from the streets. You know that that nigga don't know nothing pretty much as close to what you know pertaining to being on the road as Mr. Kelly's bass player or whatever you were, along with Bruce and Carrie, because they have history with working allegedly for their brother. You don't go and defend or put another nigga from the outside world on a goddamn pedestal over them two brothers, Mr. Kelly, and probably yourself, because you say you were there. You have a whole lawsuit way, way, way back then. And in a lawsuit, everybody knows that people look for monetary damages. And in that paperwork, it does says that you were seeking to receive some overtime pay. Now, are you mad at Mr. Kelly? And you stated in that phone call that he got karma. What exactly does that mean? Are you still in your feelings or something? But your family needs to stop letting the outside world in, no matter who they are. You said that you wanted to talk, and but boy, you cracked me the fuck up though. You said that if anybody should have been down there and going in the storage, it should have been you. Hey, Unc, I damn near pissed myself when you said that shit. I was like, say what? What did? Why they do that shit at Unc? Yeah, I gotta go. I see y'all tonight at 8:30, man. I gotta go. This shit too much. Well, shit fun as hell. Buckle, sit your butt down. Good morning. Sit your behind down, creating a hot mess out here. You wrong, wrong, and wrong. Uncle, get on there. Break down, I confess. Get on there and break down, I confess. That'll be an awesome live. Cause you so mad now with Bookham, with Bruce. Uh, Shit, you heard them words, Uncle, and I confess. Did you happen to hear those words that Carrie Kelly said? And I confess. Now, Uncle, now you should have came out here when that shit dropped. Mm, that song was nothing nice, nothing nice, unless you were all in favorable of that song, because you still might have, a little bad energy towards your nephew. I don't know. But you should have been out here saying, Carrie, And Bruce, Book, your ass can't justify shit about no goddamn whatever. Bruce took the goddamn offer. Bruce took the offer to go um, to Don Russell's house, and it is what it is. Uh-uh. Yeah. So, but actually, both of them, Carrie too. Carrie too. So then you charge it to all of them. You heard me? Now, bye. I had to do a Zoom for